Hello friends, this is Dr. Mehekiram Qureshi. I welcome you back to the Inspire series. Friends, while I was just observing and learning about the successful and accomplished people, I observed the people who are far below their potentials, who are probably having great potentials into them, but still they are far below their potentials. A commonality which I observed into them was a common trait that they are not happy with what they are having in with them. They are probably not they have probably not embraced their current realities. They are probably trying again and again to complain of what they are exactly having with them. They are not happy with what they are having with them. They are not happy with the profession they are into. The consequences of which they are probably not giving their complete productivity to the organization, bringing about an apathy and indifference into their jobs and leading them to perform very, very far below their potentials. Friends, these people are those people who probably belong to the complaining group. They are very active members of the GCA. I hope you know what is GCA. GCA is the Global Complaining Associations. Jokes apart. These people who belong to this group are probably those people who are constantly complaining about what they are having into their lives, and they try to recruit you too into their groups. You just have to say no to them. You cannot accept to be into their groups. Friends, this reminds me of one of the story by author Harvey Mackay. He narrated this story in one of his books. Once he was traveling to New York City, and while he was traveling to New York City, he landed to the airport, and outside the airport he found a cab which was bright, shining bright and very clean, and the cabbie came outside the car to ask Harvey to get inside the car. The cabbie was very neatly dressed up. He dressed up into a white shirt and a black tie, with a freshly pressed pants upon it, and the driver asked Harvey that, sir, would you like to get inside the car? And he handed over a card to Harvey, a laminated card. The card read about the mission, what the cabbie was having into his life from his profession. It read, the mission of Valley is to serve his customers with one of the finest services into the city, and to help them reach their destinations, rendering them a very positive environment inside the cab. To his surprise, Harvey was astonished with the services he got. He got inside the car, and to his surprise, what he observed was the car was same inside as it was from outside, very clean and very nicely decorated from inside, and the ambience was like very comfortable too. While Valley sat behind the wheel driving the car, he asked Harvey, sir, would you like to have a cup of coffee? I'm having a thermos with me of plain coffee as well as a decaf. Harvey smiled and jokingly he said, no, I would like to prefer to have a soft drink rather. Valley said, talking to him into the rear view mirror, sir, never mind. I'm having a deep freezer in the upward of my cabbie, and it contains plain Coke as well as the Diet Coke, and orange juice and cool drinking water too. Harvey was surprised. He said, okay, I would prefer to have a Diet Coke. While Harvey sat drinking his Coke, Valley asked him, "Sir, would you like to hear to some music?" and handed him over with another laminated card. "These are the stations which play into my cabby. Would you like to hear some music amongst this?" Harvey was very happy. Again, to his surprise, Valley asked him, "Sir, would you like me to talk to you, to chat to you, or to help you out, guide you out with the sights we are on our way? Or would you like me to leave you up to your thoughts? I'm okay with both." Harvey was very happy with the services he was being provided. Again, to his surprise, Valley asked him, "Sir, the cab contains an air conditioner. I hope the atmosphere is comfortable for you." Harvey was really very happy. He asked Valley, "Valley, I want to ask you something." He said, "Do you give the same kind of services to each and every customer of yours? Are you doing the same thing since you started driving?" Valley said, "Oh, no. I started doing this since last 2 years. Prior to those 2 years, 5 years, I was same as the other cabbies, complaining and winning over what profession I am into. But before 2 years, I heard on a radio station a growth guru, Dr. Wayne Dyer, talking about his book, into which he narrated that you will believe when you will experience it. You will see it when you believe it." He narrated that if you get up into the morning having a thought that your day is going to be bad, you're definitely going to have a bad day only. But rather, if you get up into the morning with a positive thought that the day is going to be very nice to you and you'll be doing so many things into the day, definitely you're going to get a good day into that day. Stop being quacking and winning ducks. Try to be the soaring eagles. It is important to be the soaring eagle instead of being the winning ducks and quacking ducks. Valley said, "This touched my heart." What Dr. Dyer was narrating, I felt he was narrating for me only. I accepted his thoughts and I changed myself. I stopped being like a quacking duck. I started being like a soaring eagle. And I made changes into my routine, my schedule, and made a lot of changes into my car, into my services. So since 2 years I am an eagle. Prior to that I was a duck, he said. Harvey asked him, "That must have increased your income, right?" Valley said, "Yes, of course. My income doubled in the last 2 years, and probably in the coming year I am going to quadruplate my income." Harvey was very happy with Valley's services. He narrated the same story to say about 50 cabbies he traveled around the New York City in his tenure when he was staying in the New York City. And he tried to inculcate the same thoughts into the other drivers too. Friends, this makes the difference. Our beliefs, our thoughts, this does makes the difference. Instead of complaining and instead of crying upon what we are having, we can try to bring about changes into what we are exactly having into our today's life. We can embrace our present life. It's very important to embrace what you are having with you instead of crying of what you are not having with you. a very old author said, and it was a very inspiring quote too. He narrated the quote like saying, it is into your hands to be strong or to be miserable. The amount of work is the same. It's completely into your hands whether you want to be miserable, whether you want to make your life miserable, or you want to be strong and happy. That is exactly what I want to say, you friends, with this story. I hope the story inspired you too. Now, moving towards the end of the video, I would like to conclude the video with a quote said by Napoleon Hill into his book Law of Success. Napoleon Hill said that render more than what you are paid for. Render more than what you are paid for. Eventually, you will be paid more than what you render to. It's very true. Thank you so much. This is Dr. Mehak Hiram Qureshi. Thank you for tuning in.